Great morning, great afternoon, and great evening. You're welcome to our online class for today. Today we'll be looking at the cube root of fractions. In our previous class, we looked at the cube root of whole numbers. But today we'll look at the the cube root of fractions, because if whole numbers can have cubes and their roots, probably also fractions will have them, because part of fractions make up the whole number. So each and every one of them have their roots and their root values. So first of all, before we can look for the cube of any number or the cube root of any number, we will have to, there is a process that goes with that. First of all, that fraction that is given, if it is not at its lowest term, you reduce it to its lowest term, then look for the numbers that can multiply themselves to give you the value of those numbers. How do we reduce these numbers to their lowest term? Look for a common number that can divide both the numerator and the denominator. Use that common number to divide them. If there's any need for you to still reduce them, keep reducing them until they get to where a common number cannot divide them. Then you look for numbers that can multiply themselves to give you the values of those numbers. For example, let's see, for the first example, we have the cube value of 27 all over 64. Now we have to find the cube root of 27 and 64, which is equal to, first of all, you separate the roots. You look for the cube of 27 and that of 64 separately. Then you come down, you say, okay, what number normally multiply itself to give us 27, which we all know that is 3. 3 multiply itself 3 times will give us 27. All over, which other number multiply itself 3 times will give us 64? That is 4. So we have the cube of 3 and the cube of 4. Now we have seen that 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. Divided by 4 times 4 times 4 is 64. Therefore, no common number can divide 3 and 4. So you take one 3 and you take one 4. This becomes the answer that we're looking for. That means the cube root of 27 all over 64 is 3 all over 4. I explain it again. Look for numbers that can multiply themselves 2 times to give you 27, and numbers that can multiply themselves 2 times to give you 64. When you get those numbers, if there is any other number that can still divide them or that can still multiply themselves to get them, you get that. Now 3 and 4, no common number can divide or multiply to have them. So this 3 over 4 becomes the least value from this expression. So this 3 over 4 becomes our answer. Again, the second example is 16 all over 54. The roots is what we are looking for. Now, there's a common number that can divide 16 and 54, and that common number is 2. No other number can divide them again. 2 can divide 16, and this very 2 can divide 54. Now, 2 divided 16 gives us 8, and 2 divided 54 gives us 7. Now, 27. 8 and 27, no number can divide 2 of them again. So now, what number can multiply itself to give us 8? That's 2 times 2 times 2 will give us 8, while 3 times 3 times 3 will give us 27. Therefore, 2, which is the root of 8, divided by 3, which is the root of 27, becomes our final answer. So this is as easy as anything and as easy as we all know. I just only want us to encourage ourselves to know that the first step we can take is to look for the common number that can divide the numerator and the denominator. Once you divide them and see that no other number can divide them, those numbers will look for which numbers can multiply to have those numbers. Once we get the number that can multiply themselves to get those numbers that are the barest minimum of the fraction, then we know that our work is done. So I encourage you, do your practice as you can. Our homework or evaluation questions are coming by the weekend. So stay safe. When election period, be very careful, don't move around, stick to the work that has been given to you to do, and promote yourself. Thank you, God bless you, stay safe.